I want to thank y'all for coming today. This has been a very interesting winter again. It seems like every year, we find a way to end up back in Commissioner's Court, explaining to them why things have gone the way they have. But this year, I think it was a good thing. This year, the Commissioners made a great move. By awarding the lease to the Southern Independent Group, Scott Berry and his people, simply because he offered me a job. That was a pretty good thing. But I think now we're at a time now where it's going to be, this is long overdue for Amarillo. Amarillo, Texas, I've said it once, I'll say it again, greatest town in the world, greatest fans in the world, sponsors, and now we are with an ownership group. Now we're in a league that's really going to make sense. The American Association is second to none. You're going to see baseball like you've never seen it. This is the closest thing, I believe, to maybe high A, low double A, but you're going to see some pretty stout players coming in here. Every team that comes in here is going to be pretty stout. We've got 8, 9 teams coming in this year. We've got a 50-game home schedule. We've got Memorial Day. We've got 4th of July. We've got the chicken coming back. So a lot of neat things are going to happen this year. But the first thing we got to do is we got to name this dog. So I'm sure a lot of you have guessed. There were a lot of great names in the paper, but I know you've read. We tried to capture the Gold Sox name. That had a lot of meaning to me, and I know it had a lot of meaning to y'all. We fought the good battle, and you know what? We could have kept fighting, but I think it would have got into a situation where it would have cost a lot of money. I think we would have got into an area where, that money could have been used at the ballpark, so that's what we decided to do. So we backed off a little. We come up with a name, and I promise you, when you come to that ballpark, you're going to think you're with the Gold Sox. We might not be called the Gold Sox, but you're going to think that's who we are. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to display, this is our logo, and it's also our team name. There you go. And let's give a shout out to that guy right there, Russell Johnson. He designed this logo. He put it all together. Okay. Russ, I appreciate you. You did a great job. Tell you what, this is really a neat logo. I'm so excited about being able to put this all over town. This logo has just become a part of the greatest show on earth in the summer right there. So there it is, and I hope that's going to be the logo for many, many, many years to come. But the name of our team is the Amarillo Sox. All right. So, I'm also going to show you, we're going to take this a step further. I didn't even know this was coming, but this is kind of cool too. We've got our home jerseys, our home uniforms, and our away uniforms. And here they are. Yeah. So those are pretty neat looking, I'll tell you that. And again, I want to thank that man right there, Russell Johnson. He designed these unis, and give him a hand. These are awesome. Home and away. So those are pretty sharp right there. We're going to bring a lot of class to the field with some good-looking stuff. All right, right now I want to go ahead. I know that we opened up on December 1st, and it's funny. I want to say thanks to Amarillo. Greatest individual supporters, greatest sponsor supporters. They really stepped up for us in Amarillo this year. We had an outstanding December as far as watching people come back in to buy season tickets, watching sponsors call us on the phone to get back out there on the board. It was incredible. Best December we've ever had. And it just shows that I think we're in store for some good things. And I want to introduce my staff. I'm proud of this girl here. She's been with me forever. Been through thick and thin, I'll tell you. But my new assistant general manager, Jalen Henderson. So, when you have trouble with me, you can't find me, you find her. Another gentleman's been with me for a long time. You know him as our internet announcer, internet broadcaster, I'm sorry. But he's also our director of publications. He's involved in sales, but Ben Miller. Also coming back into the fold, somebody I've known for, well, my whole life. In fact, he hired me when I first got here, when I retired from baseball. He's going to handle a lot of our stadium operations, a lot of our stadium events, but Johnny Lee. So far, that's it. That's all we got. Our website, we're going to hand out some of these. Ben, go ahead and hand these out to the people that can get it into the media and stuff. But our website's going to be www.amarillosox.com. It's under construction right now, so we should hopefully have it up and running. But you can go to the American Association Baseball website, and you can tab onto the link there. Eventually, once we get it going and stuff, it'll all be up and running and stuff. So I'll tell you what, we're looking for good things, and I'm really proud to be a part of this organization. You know, it's been a fight, and for 5 years it's been a fight. And you know, I've always said that we were going to have baseball here, and no matter what, it was always about fighting that good fight to make sure that we had baseball here and we kept baseball here. You know, it's important to me. This is my hometown, and it was important to keep us out there, to keep us at that stadium. We've got some pretty good ideas for the stadium that we're going to implement out there during the year and during the next 4 years. We have a 4-year lease, and we've got some things that we're going to be doing to the ballpark out there that I think are going to make the city proud, and we're going to be well represented. And last, I want to introduce our field manager. You know, we have a new league, new organization, new ownership, and I hired a man who I thought would give us every opportunity, who knew the league, been in the league before, is a resident of Amarillo, and one of another hometown, and you know, I'm proud that he's going to be our field manager this year, and I want to introduce him right now, and it's John Harris. Academy Award.
Good boy, Harry.
First of all, I want to thank Mark and Scott Berry for this opportunity. It's not often you get a second chance, but second chance in your hometown is pretty special. You know, it's kind of choking me up, I'll tell you the truth. But I would rather be anywhere else. You know, this is my hometown. Mark's gone through a lot to get to this point with baseball, and you guys are going to love this league. I've been involved. I mean, I tell people, but I think they think I'm crazy. But just the way they do things, from Dan Mouchon to, you know, just everything is first class, and we're real excited about this. The roster, we've inherited Pensacola's roster. I haven't had time to go over it. You know, we've kind of just, I haven't done anything till we announced this, but I anticipate probably half of their roster being here, and then half of our guys. You know, guys I'm going after. You know, I'm going after the best guys available. You know, hopefully guys with double-A, single-A experience. I mean, you got to have them guys to compete. It's you got to have 4 rookies, and you can only have 4 veterans. So them aren't the hard ones. It's the in-betweeners is what makes this league go. You can get a lot of veterans, but find 2 or 3 year guys that can compete at this level is a big thing. So I want to thank you guys for coming out, and you know, today's about this. Today's about what he's done for Amarillo baseball. It's not about me. It's just about the opportunity here for Amarillo, the fans, the media. You guys deserve this, because I think it's the best league in the United States. I've seen it. I've been to Lincoln. I've been to St. Paul. You know, we got who we got coming in? Wichita, Sioux Falls, Shreveport, St. Paul. I think through that mark. But I mean, that's the first 4 teams coming in. That's probably 4 of the top 6 teams in the whole. They've been here forever. So, like I said, thank you guys. It's all about you guys. It's all about the media. It's all about the fans. I heard Mark talking. I mean, this people here. You know, I've been to a lot of these. I've never seen this many people here, and it's what it's all about. So it's not about me. It's about Amarillo baseball, and it's a new start. So I'll open up the floor. Is there any questions?
Can I do it
I know Lee
away
has
from?
it.
I have one, but I don't have the mic hooked up for mine, so I need to ask you.
Mark, are we going to go do media questions?
Yeah. Unless you got questions now, we can field them.
John, do you have any players from the old Dillas team that you would want to bring
No,
back?
and you know what? It's been brought up. They are. You know, we're currently in a lawsuit. I don't want to get involved in this too much. I can't sign. They're the United League property.
I can handle that. What it is that, understand one thing, the organization, that organization is still intact. I mean, they might not be in here in Amarillo, but that organization is still intact. Those players are still a part of that league. We can't go after them. You know, there's a lot more to this whole story that we're just not going to get into, but there really is. You know, so we've decided that's fine. We are looking at, you know, America's a big place. There's a lot of good ball players out there, so you probably won't see any past players here unless they're in the association now. But you're going to see 22 brand new people out here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few guys, but I just think with the new start, let's start over. And they're good players. They'll end up in good places.
You said better players. Is there a higher salary cap?
Oh, 28,500 a month, which Mark comes. I don't know though.
It's about $60,000 more
Yeah.
than what we did last year. Yeah. So you're going to get better
Good
players.
Yeah. It's just.
I don't have a question, but if it hadn't been for you, none of us would be here, and we owe you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Do we get to listen to Ben Miller broadcast games on KGNC like the good old days?
If you can convince KGNC to do it for what we're paying for that internet, I'll do it. If we take a quick collection right here, we might do it. But you know what? We're looking at both right now. We're looking at internet and we're looking at radio. So keep fingers crossed. We might be able to pull off the radio, but if not, we'll have to stay with internet.
What about the name of the stadium that you guys
Amarillo
negotiated?
National Bank Sox Stadium. I wanted to call it the Sweat Sock, but just think about that. If you're a visiting team coming into the Sweat Sock, you'd be a little nervous. But Sox Stadium.
Mark,
Yes.
you got a 4-year lease out there.
Yes.
Does the downtown Amarillo Inc. push for this downtown stadium pose any kind of threat or problem for you?
Oh, I don't know. You know, I think the people are going to decide that. You know, the only thing we can control, George, in that situation is, number one, I guess, when the vote comes up. But, you know, we just got to continue to do what we're doing out there, making it affordable family entertainment. And I think if we do that, I think all that will take care of itself. I really do.
Would you consider moving downtown after the lease?
That would be something for our ownership to handle. That's out of my pay scale.
Coach, is there going to be some kind of tryout, or do they automatically get a free shot at it?
No, we'll have a local. There's no league tryout. We'll have a local tryout, but it's up to me to go. I'm going to Palm Springs for a month next in 2 weeks. Going to a winter league, which that's not a bad gig.
I got the wrong job, don't I? How did he pull that one off?
John, do you have a time frame?
It's totally up to me.
When you'd like to have the players, your roster ready, and when will you bring them into Amarillo for a week workout?
May 1st, I think is our reporting date. We got, there's a lot more involved in this league, physicals, and so we'll start. First day of practice will be May 3rd. I hope to have the roster set by April 1st, but in this business, you're never set because we're dealing with a lot of guys that get picked up organizations. I talked to one guy yesterday. He just got released. He's already had 9 phone calls from our league. So, It's going to be tough. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it's just, nature of the beast.
Mark, you talked about renovations to the stadium. Do you have any proposed ideas or anything?
Well, I'll tell you,
like that?
this year, when you pull up to the stadium, you're going to know something right away. I can tell you that right now. So we're gonna open up the front a lot more, and on the front of the stadium, the facade, you're going to see something a little different there. So when you pull up, you'll see something right away. But there are plans. There are plans to paint it. Our ownership is working hand in hand with the commissioners, and I think painting that stadium is in sight. I really do. Might not be this year, but it might be before next season. So I believe it's in sight, which will be good. It'll be really good.
What about the ticket prices? Are they going to go up, or season tickets?
Of course, man. We got to pay for that. No, I mean, we have to raise season ticket prices this year a little bit. But I'll tell you what, when you do the math, you're only paying $6 a game still. So it ain't bad. So it's our ticket prices are affordable. Our concession prices are going to be affordable. I promise you right now, a family of four can still come to that ballpark and have a great time and come back because you're not going to spend a lot of money.
Mark, I hate to interrupt you in this your press conference. I feel that this the commitment we're doing right now is having for the future is going to put some money on that stadium to renovate some of it and make it look like baseball.
Right.
I mean, it looks not pretty, but what we'd probably do is spend probably in the millions. What I'm calling it's about between $3 and $5 million. Which if you put a ballpark out here, it's going to cost you $27 million. So I mean, that's what we're against. It's tiers, whatever it is. But I feel that the ballpark there is more a ballpark and more home to the people of Amarillo than building a new baseball here.
The relationship with the commissioners has been really good this winter. It's been really great. I mean, I think they're very confident in the ownership group now, and I think they've all got together and they've got a good plan. It's not going to happen overnight, but I think you're going to see some good things happen every year out there at that stadium and stuff. Anybody else? Hey, thank you for coming out. Here it is. It's going to be a great year. I'm excited. We've got a lot of good events that are going to happen. So we'll see you at the first pitch party. Thank you.